Hello. If drier, sunnier and warmer weather is your thing, I think you'll enjoy this 10-day trend because there are strong signals for the weather to settle down and slowly warm up through next week. Here's the chart for Monday next week, and already by this stage, high pressure near the Azores is starting to influence our weather. It's starting to build in from the west. It's going to take its time. Low pressure is still close by. Eventually that high will allow low pressure to take more of a northerly track, leaving the UK behind, pushing the jet stream as well away from our shores. But it will take some time, and there's a lot of weather to talk about before we get there, because at the moment, at the time of recording, low pressure is in charge. That's towards the northwest of the UK, and the jet stream is diving to the south of the UK. When that happens, the weather is typically cool, and it's typically unstable, with the shower clouds bubbling up by day. And in fact, on Wednesday night as well, we'll see some showers, particularly around Irish Sea coast, perhaps some thunderstorms as well, some heavy rain in places, mainly tied in with this occluded front. And then another occluded front during the day on Thursday could provide a focus for cloud and longer spells of rain in the far north and northeast of Scotland. Otherwise, Thursday afternoon, it's just sunny spells and showers. Now, the winds will be light, so the showers will be slow moving. If you get caught in a few showers, they could last some time, and there'll be lively hail and thunder possible across central and southern parts of the country. But away from the showers, not everyone will catch one. There will be some sunny spells, particularly where we've got a bit of an onshore breeze around coastal areas, and perhaps towards the far southeast as well. But temperatures will be a little below average. High teens, low 20s for most. Similar temperatures on Friday, when again we're expecting a day of sunny spells and showers. Once more hit and miss showers, fewer I think towards the south. The main focus northern England, southern Scotland, where again hail and thunder is possible. But a cool day to come I think on Friday, a cool night to come on Friday night. And then low pressure still with us as we start off the weekend. That's still towards the northwest. In fact, this is a slightly different low replacing the other one, but we're still in the dip of the jet stream. So the weather's staying cool. It's still unstable, but the jet stream is starting to nudge further north. The low pressure systems through Saturday are starting to nudge further north. So although we'll see an occluded front move through, bringing some showery rain, a lot of cloud as well, eventually that's out of the way. It's replaced by sunny spells and showers, but the focus begins to shift further north as we go through the weekend. So on Saturday, we're expecting some more prolonged showery rain at times, but we'll also see by Sunday the more prolonged rain becoming more focused towards the north. The jet stream is beginning to move north as well, and showers in the north mostly starting to become lighter and further in between. Monday sees mostly dry weather in the south with some sunny spells as high pressure begins to exert more of an influence, and that is the theme through the first part and the middle of next week. This is the main signal for how our weather will look for the middle of next week. High pressure ridging from the Azores, which are down here, into the UK from the west. There's still some reasonably tight isobars there, and our weather coming in from the northwest. What that means is that, first of all, temperatures will be still a little below average for the start and perhaps the middle of next week. That's what the numbers suggest here. These are the how much the temperatures will compare to normal, so a little below average. And there'll still be some showers in northern parts of the UK, particularly the north of Scotland, where perhaps there could be more prolonged rain at times. But mostly it's turning drier and it's turning brighter. At first there'll be a lot of cloud around. Through next week, the cloud will thin and break, particularly towards the southwest. And then there are some decent signs that later next week, that high pressure will become even more influential, not just towards the southwest, but across the UK. And again, these are the temperatures, how they'll compare to average, and you can see that they've now got positive signs. They're now above average. In fact, this might be underestimating how much they'll be above average, because the temperature trend graphs that I'm showing here for Glasgow on the top and London on the bottom show a decent signal for quite significantly above average temperatures by the end of next week and into the following weekend. So what we're seeing here is the average line in red for London and for Glasgow. The temperature boxes here through the weekend and into the start of next week, a little below average, particularly for Glasgow. Then for both London and Glasgow, and I'm just showing this because they represent north and south, but basically it's the same trend for all of the UK. They're both showing a trend for rising temperatures through next week until the boxes are above the red line. They're above average. A big range in the boxes by next weekend, which indicates uncertainty and how much those temperatures will be above average. Of course, that depends on exactly where our air is coming from, how much sunshine we get, and so on. But certainly the signs are there that high pressure will become more influential through next week. It will turn drier, it will turn sunnier, and those temperatures will rise. But it may take much of the week for that change to take place.